Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about character building, which is one of my very favorite things to do when I'm going to write a story or make a book. And sometimes, and many times, is the way I start. I just have a character in my head, and that character just wants to live and tells me, make me a story, and I do. Other times, I just make characters just for the heck of it, or I have a drawing. I do a lot of original characters in drawing because I draw as well. Even then, you do sometimes use what we're going to talk about today, which is a character questionnaire, which is one of the best ways for you to learn more about your character and flesh out your character. It's a really good idea because it helps you when you're actually writing your story and developing the ideas of, how this character is going to react to things that happen in your story. As always, I went out there into the interworld and I kind of looked up, and of course, if you look either character building, character questionnaire, or anything like that, you're gonna find millions and millions of hits in the web. And there's anywhere from like 10 questions to ask your characters to 1,000 questions, which is like super in detail. And I try to come up with my own to do for myself. And first of all, I was like, well, I should do like a 10 questions. But then I was like, no, that's not enough. And then I was like, well, 20 sounds good. And I kind of went to do my 20 questions, and they end up being more like, each question has like 6 questions inside of it. So I'm gonna call it, character building in 20 compound questions. And also I'm gonna link a website that actually has links to a whole bunch of different character questionnaires and generators and all that stuff. I like the questionnaires better than the generators because it's just the generator kind of gives you pretty much the whole thing, and you don't really come up with that much. But if you have trouble actually coming up with characters, then maybe a character generator can help you out a little bit. Character generators are good, like a prompt to write for that day. But anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna give you my character building in 20 compound questions. The first question you're gonna ask is, what is your character's full name, any nicknames that they may have, their age, their birthday, you can do their zodiac sign if you want, their relationship status, which is like, are they married, single, divorced, whatever, and their species. A lot of questionnaires don't have this, but if you are a paranormal writer or you write fantasy or sci-fi or anything where like little weird beings are around, then you want to make sure that you have your species in there. And also your character's current occupation. What do they do? How do they make a living? And are they just bums? Whatever. Number 2 is going to be your character's physical description. There you're going to have eye color, hairstyle, hair color, height, their build. Do they have any birthmarks or scars, freckles? What do they look like? And also, how do they dress, their style of attire, kind of like what do they look like when you see them coming into a room, kind of thing. You can do that. Number 3 is going to be your character personality, and there's going to be your character's likes, their dislikes, if they have any fears, are they introverted, extroverted, what is their way of speaking, how do they deal with problems when they arise. I like to give them at least 3 major traits. I don't know if because I play The Sims and I kind of like that idea, but I like it. I think it's good to give them at least 3. Of course, you can do as many as you want, but I do at least 3 traits and at least 1 major flaw. Everybody's flawed. You're flawed. I'm definitely flawed. And a character without flaws is not really real. It's not relatable. It's not good. Everybody has a flaw. So what is your character's flaw? Number 4 is, what was their upbringing like? What is their relationship with the family? back then and now. Do they want to have a family in the future? That kind of thing, kind of like where they came from. Number 5 is, what is your character's major fears and their biggest accomplishment to date? And also, what do they think is their, why are they in this earth? What do they believe is their purpose in life? That's kind of a good one to do. Number 6 is, what does true happiness looks like in your character's head? And are they happy right now? Beginning of your story, are they happy or not? Number 7 is, who is their best friend and their greatest enemy? Of course, if you don't have one, then you say, I don't have any enemies, I don't have any friends, whatever, just answer that the best way that you can. Number 8 is, what is the worst characteristic and the best characteristics that somebody can have in your character's opinion? What do they think? Number 9 is, what's your favorite weapon? How do you defend yourself when something happens, or meaning your character? What is their most treasured possession? That's also a good one to know. Of course, it could be a thing, it could be a person, it could be whatever. Number 10 is, what is the motto of their life? What do they live by? If they don't have one, don't have one. But if they do, it can help you a lot in knowing what that is. Number 11 is the character's best skills and their worst insecurities. If they're a great marksman, if they are an awesome writer, worst insecurities, maybe they hate their nose like I do. Anything like that. Number 12 is going to be, what do they do when they have free time or when they're bored? Do they have any hobbies, and what are those? Number 13 is going to be their biggest indulgency. Maybe they're frugal and everything else, but when it comes to ice cream, they must have that rocky road. So what is it? What is their biggest indulgency? Maybe it's cars, maybe it's lipsticks, weird glasses, whatever. And what do they want to have the most? Is there something that they're just dying to have? It could be a physical thing, or it could be like happiness, love, whatever. Number 14 is, list any secrets, quirks, or eccentricities that your character has. And does anybody know about it? One of my characters in the Night Warrior series, he has a big secret that he collects infomercial crap. Like he's a vampire, so he's awake during the night and early in the morning, and he sits there and watch all this crap on TV, and he has to buy it. And it's like his big secret, because he's like this big bad guy, and then he has a house full of infomercial crap, like ShamWows and all of that. So, what's this secret, which could be stupid like that, or it could be like some major secret, like they killed their father or whatever. And does anybody know about it? Is it super secret, nobody knows, or is there somebody that knows? Maybe that's the thing in your story. He wants to kill that person that knows his big secret. I don't know. So, And then number 15 is the best day of their life and the worst day of their life. What did that look like? What happened during those days? Number 16 is, what emotion does your character evoke in others? I love this one. I wish I had copied down which person I saw it in. It was one of the questionnaires I looked out there when I was doing the research. And I was like, you know what? I've never used this question before in questionnaires that I've done, and I really like it, because it's kind of like, it's horrible, and everybody tells you don't judge a book by its cover, but hello, most people do it. So that's, your character can be the sweetest person, but maybe he's goth or weird looking, and people just get scared of him or whatever. So I like that one. So answer what emotion does your character evoke in others? Number 17 is going to be, how would your character like to die? If they had a choice, and do they believe in the afterlife? Okay, number 18 is going to be, what are their views on love, and who would be their perfect love interest or the perfect lover? What do they think that person would look like? And have they ever been in love? or not. Number 19, you're going to dream cast your character. If there was going to be a movie on TV, which actor out there would play your character? Or maybe an artwork you've seen, somebody drew a person or a being or a character, and you're like, oh, that's exactly what my character looks like in my head. It's like perfect. So that's what you want to do, and you want to have a little picture or the little art right there with your character, so you can have, also you can, if you're a good artist, you can draw it yourself. You can commission somebody to do it. DeviantArt is an awesome place for magnificent artists that do commissions. That's the way of doing it if you want. Or you can just, borrow stuff and use art that's already out there, as long as you don't use it to gain money and it's only for yourself, that's fine. Then number 20, and the last one, is going to be describe in as much detail an average day in your character's life. Like a little passage of what does he do, how does he go about his day or her day. There's many more questions that you can actually answer for your character, and if you have fun doing it like I do, you can just go out there and fill out as many questionnaires as you can, and you'll see that it's going to help you develop your story, and it's going to help you remember the stuff that you have come up with in the past, because some of us don't have that great of a memory anymore. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did and if you enjoyed it, please press the like button below, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you would like, and I would love to see you again on the next video. So until then, mwah, kisses to everybody today.